Listen, did you check both our machines?
Yeah, no word from Jack.
You know, I'm really starting to get a bad feeling about this.
Jack?
Look up. Okay, I always feel protective. And I'd be unprofessional if I left you alone here knowing Teague could come back.
Not as a professional. Just as one person speaking to another person. How do you feel?
As a person.
Must have gone back to Oakdale with the shirt. Good for you, Jack. You could have at least said goodbye, though, you louse. You.
Who'd you think it was, the abominable snowman?
I thought you'd left.
Left? I told you. No way. Just went out to see what the weather was doing.
It stopped snowing?
Yep. Winds died down, sky's bright blue. Storm's over. It's even warming up a little.
Please tell me that means we can get the hell out of here now.
We better, because if we can get out, it means Teague can come back and make sure we're dead. And if he finds out we're not, you can bet he's going to want to finish the job.
Refill, hon?
Yeah, I guess I better if I'm gonna keep warm. What's with the heat in here?
Well, that storm yesterday messed everything up. I got the electricity on this morning, but the boiler's still on the fritz. But don't you worry, the grill's working. Your burger will be out in a minute.
Hey, you got any idea what the road's like up farther up the mountain there?
Well, I hear that they've plowed pretty fair up to Porter Ridge, but the highway department says don't go any further unless it's a real emergency.
Oh, this is an emergency, believe me.
I'll be with you tonight.
Lucinda, this is insane. He's gonna see us. We should be waiting out in the car.
I'm not letting the man out of my sight.
Look, it's the big deal. He's gonna eat. He'll go back out to his car, and we'll follow him.
This could be his destination. He could be meeting somebody here. Okay, so we're gonna sit. We're just gonna sit here inconspicuously and wait. So just I'll be back to
If he sees us...
Just sit.
As the world turns.
Here's your burger.
Thanks, hon.
No.
So what's he doing?
He's looking nervous. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I put it. Front page on the City Times. We flushed him out. We're going to get results.
Yeah, well, I mean, as bad as these roads are, for him to drive all the way up here, it's got to be something real important.
He's got a rendezvous with somebody, or else he's hoping to cover his tracks in some way, or possibly he's here to destroy evidence of some crime that he left behind.
I got to tell you, listen, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if we were waiting out in the car.
No.
I mean, if he sees us, he might turn around and go back to Oakdale. We'll never nail him.
Just go with the flow. I know. I like jokes, but I'm a very serious woman.
What?
He's checking out his hamburger.
Sam, the tone of your voice was something important, like he's looking this way or coming this way.
Please, with his hamburger. He is looking. He's looking around for something. Looking.
Excuse me, miss. You have any ketchup? Never mind. I'll get it myself. Hey, could you pass me the... Thanks.
Is he gone? You know, that was way too close. Let's just get out of here.
We can't draw attention to ourselves. And anyway, if he's meeting somebody here, I want to see who the somebody is.
You know, police officers are trained to be very observant. So every second that we spend here is another second that he can sense that there's something strangely familiar about us. And if his suspicion gets up enough for him to come over here to check us out...
Just great. Pretend on your date. Come on, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Cross it. Yeah.
All right.
Those are famous last words.
Okay, we'll have to take some water with us, whatever food we can scrounge from the cabinets.
Jack, on second thought, maybe this isn't such a good idea.
What's the alternative, Carly? Wait here like sitting ducks? Teague can come back and finish us off?
I still can't walk very well. My feet are tender.
I know.
And you said yourself that if I go back out there and I expose myself to the cold and I get frostbite again, that I could lose a toe or worse.
Okay, that's not going to happen. Because I'm going to bundle them up real good. I'm going to find whatever blankets and towels that I can and wrap your feet up in them.
And you expect me to walk like that? And that's assuming I can walk at all.
You won't have to. I found a big piece of aluminum sheet metal out back. There was some rope out there, too. I'll tie the two together. You'll sit on it. I'll pull you behind it like a sled.
You're kidding, right?
Do I look like I'm kidding?
Jack, that's not going to work. You're just going to exhaust yourself pulling me, and it's going to take us forever to get anywhere.
Aluminum weighs nothing. And neither do you. It's the only way, Carly.
It's not. There's another way. I stay here, and you go without me.
Forget it.
You have to, Jack.
Forget it, Carly. No way I'm leaving you here by yourself. We already talked about this.
I'm sorry, then, because you don't have a choice. I'm not going to budge from this spot, and there's nothing you can do to make me.
You want to bet?
Yes, I see. Who made the inquiry? I see. No, thank you. No, that's all right, thanks.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late, but I was over at the courthouse. Listen, we got to talk about Jack.
Interesting that you should mention Jack. I just got a phone call about Jack from the admitting office at Memorial. They said they were following up on a request that you made for some information.
Yeah, I called him on my way over from the courthouse.
Which means that you already know that Jack didn't show up for his appointment at Memorial the other day. And therefore, you would also know that the song and dance he gave me about a doctor saying he needed medical leave was just so much garbage.
Not exactly, no. At first I thought that Jack had taken the leave, but then I found out that...
If Jack isn't out nursing his wounds, where is he?
I don't know.
Are you sure? And I want you to think before you answer me, because I'm going to tell you what I think is going down here. I think Jack's out playing Lone Ranger again to try to get the goods on Teague. And do you know what that means? That means that he has once again disobeyed a direct order not to get involved. And do you know what that means?
That means that you're a little ticked off at him?
It means that he is guilty of insubordination, and any officer who aided him in the act is guilty of the same.
All right, now wait a minute. You just wait a minute. You listen to me.
If you know where Jack is, Margo, you better tell me right now, or I'm going to lift your shield along with his.
And just how do you plan to move me if I don't want to be moved?
Carly, when I leave here, when we leave here, I don't even know what direction I'm headed in. And it could be hours before I find the nearest road, let alone telephone or human being. And any minute during that time, Teague could come back here. And if he finds you alone, you will be completely defenseless.
No, Teague wouldn't hurt me. He wouldn't do anything to me. Not if I told him that you were going for help.
Oh, Carly, get real. He'll see you as a loose end, and he'll kill you, and then he'll come after me. Follow my tracks in the snow and finish me off, too. No, the only choice is for us to leave here together right now and put as much distance between us and this place as we possibly can. Now, you know I'm right.
Yeah. Jack, but if we're moving at a snail's pace because I'm slowing you down, then Teague could catch up with us anyway.
Okay, hopefully that won't happen. But if it does, we'll face him together. Together, Carly. Now, we got into this together, and we're getting out of this together.
But Jack, you've got a chance now. And if you lose that chance because of me, I will never forgive myself.
Yeah, and if I abandon you here and something happens to you, do you think I would be able to live with myself? Don't ask me to make that choice, Carly. Don't ask me to do that to either of us. Okay. You're right. I can't force you to go. But I'm begging you. Come with me. Please.
I told you I don't know where Jack is, but wherever Jack is in trouble.
Oh, he is in trouble for sure.
Wait a minute, listen to me. Just come here and listen to me. Please. All right. You're right. Jack is trying to nail Teague, but I didn't know anything about it until this morning at the courthouse. I talked to Holden and Lily. Now, they told me that Jack said that he was going to keep in touch, and nobody has heard a word from him in 3 days.
Well, that's not unusual. If he hasn't heard anything, he wouldn't have reported in.
Well, he hasn't been at his house in all that time. I checked.
3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God, it just hit me. 3 days. So that's about the same time that Carly took off.
All right, now, what I've done, Hal, is on my way over from the courthouse, I put out a radio call, a description of Jack's car. At least it's a start in locating this idiot and making sure that he's all right. And... Damn. Hughes. Yeah, what? Where? Great. No. Just leave it there, keep an eye on it, and keep me posted. All right, this isn't good.
What?
That Sweeney located Jack's car at the lot at Dubois in Front.
Front and Dubois. That's a few blocks away from Lisa's place. That's where I said goodbye to Carly, and nobody's heard from her since then either.
So you're thinking exactly what?
Carly just loved being involved with that sting with Vic Robinson. Do you remember? She really got into playing cop. And she and Jack have been at each other's throats about who was telling the truth, Holden or Molly. If Carly happened to run into Jack that night and found out that he was going after Teague. Can't you see it, Margo? Can't you see her going after him, going with Jack to get to the bottom of this thing?
Whether he wanted her or not.
Which means that if Jack is in trouble right now, Carly is in trouble too. Damn, why didn't I see this sooner? Oh, man, I've wasted all this time. I gotta go.
Where? Hal? What?